Welcome to this demonstration of case management within primary care trusts. By way of an example, we're going to use freedom of information requests. So first of all, we're going to take a look at a dashboard that we might use in this arena. And then we're going to see how an email can come in with a new freedom of information request. Next, we'll see how that request is allocated to the appropriate individual. And then how from an originating email we can actually create a case automatically. Finally, we're going to take a look at how we manage SLAs to make sure that we stick within the freedom of information guidelines. So first of all, I want to show you a dashboard that covers all cases. This includes freedom of information requests, but also other types of cases that we might want to manage. Next, we're going to create an ad hoc report. I'm going to show you how easy that is. So first of all, we want to choose all of the active cases that there are at the moment. And just using Excel, we're going to create a simple pivot table that we can use again and again. So first of all, we're going to select the fields that we want in our Excel workbook. Just going to select a few items here. And you'll see these appear in Excel in just a moment. So if we open that up, we have a pivot table and those fields appear there on the right. So the first thing we're going to do is to take the status and add that into the columns. And then we're going to take the subject and put that into the rows and just drop a simple count in the middle. And this data is dynamically coming from CRM at the moment. So following this, next thing I want to do is to turn this into a graph. So I'm going to choose the graph type that I want and put that onto my worksheet. And there's a little bit of editing that I'd like to do to make this graph look nice for other people to use, including changing the chart title to make it meaningful. Finally, I'm going to save that away so other users can refer back to it in future. And then we're going to close Excel down. First of all, let's take a look at a patient asking for some information. And they simply type in an email and send that through to us. Now let's switch perspectives to the person in charge of managing the queues within the PCT. We can see here a number of different queues that we've created, and if we have a look at the freedom of information queue, we can see the email has come in. We can also see that just above it we've got a case automatically created from that email. So if we take a look at that case, we can see that a lot of the information has just been taken straight from the email. The title has come from the subject line and the description has come from the body of the email. You'll also notice that the follow-up by date is set to 20 days from the date of receipt as per Freedom of Information Code of Conduct. Next, we're going to have a look at the workflows that are associated with FOI requests. Firstly, if we open this one up, we can see that this is where the 20 days limit has been set because it's an FOI request. It's also worth pointing out the two workflows just above it. The first one sets up the alerting process 5 days before the time limit runs out. As you can see, that's waiting. And the one above it has already sent an acknowledgement to the member of the public to say that their FOI request is being considered. And what we can do is go and have a look at the email that was sent as an acknowledgement to the member of the public. So if I look at my emails here, I can go and find the one that's associated with this case, and I can see the acknowledgement email that was sent. So we've seen our dashboard, we've seen how an email request can actually get turned into a case automatically, how we manage those queues, and how workflows can keep on top of making sure that we comply with the SLA. In terms of benefits, we've got a management overview through that dashboard, increased productivity through some automated responses, plus we can be sure that we're complying with the FOI Act by making sure we keep on touch of the time limits that are imposed.